Jeremy Clarkson leaves Kaleb Cooper, disgusted, over questionable farm decision after chaos. Jeremy Clarkson has defended his spontaneous purchase on the farm after leaving his Clarkson's farm co-stars Kaleb Cooper and Lisa Hogan puzzled by the decision. Jeremy Clarkson has left his Clarkson's farm co-star Kaleb Cooper, disgusted, by his new purchase on the farm. Despite a chaotic episode of sheep farming, the 64-year-old has welcomed a new flock onto his farm after reading up about easy care, sheep and their benefits. Clarkson's farm viewers have witnessed firsthand how much the presenter has previously struggled with sheep farming, from failed attempts at keeping them in a barn, to dealing with their weeping sores and births to their dead babies. "I vowed there and then that I'd never have sheep again," he wrote in his column with the Sunday Times. "Especially as the whole enterprise had cost me money." Last month, however, after realizing the high prices of lambs following his own £27 purchase, he decided to look into the market. "I looked into the market, found that lamb prices are quite high at the moment and, much to Kaleb's disgust, immediately bought a new flock of my own," he revealed. Given the chaos he experienced before, Jeremy insisted he was not surprised when Kaleb and his partner and co-star Lisa Hogan questioned his decision. Defending his purchase, Jeremy said after reading about Easy Care sheep, he believes the ride will be easier this time around. Easy Care sheep are a breed developed primarily in the UK, designed to meet the needs of low-input farming. They are known for their low-maintenance characteristics, making them particularly attractive to farmers looking to reduce labor and costs associated with sheep farming. Jeremy has said that the idea of a fire-and-forget sheep appealed to him, particularly as they cost no more than a normal sheep. About £155 a pop. So in I plunged. "Obviously, it's too early to say how they're shaping up, but the theory is sound," he added. "Because what Yolo Owen, our hero from Anglesey, did was ignore all the usual breeds and wonder what would happen if he did a bit of splicing here and there." Jeremy went on to say that despite there being a downside of mixing Easy Care sheep with cows in a field, he believes he has got one up on Kaleb with the nugget of gold discovery. "I'm certain Kaleb doesn't know this. So when the sheep move on from their field and he puts the shorthorns in there, I can pull an incredulous face and wonder out loud how he can call himself a farmer if he didn't know that. It'll be my first ever farming win," he added. Kaleb Cooper, disgusted, over Jeremy Clarkson's farm decision after chaotic struggle. Jeremy Clarkson has left his Clarkson's farm co-stars Kaleb Cooper and Lisa Hogan, also his partner, baffled by his decision, following his previous chaotic sheep farming episode. Jeremy Clarkson has left his Clarkson's farm co-star Kaleb Cooper, disgusted, with his latest decision on the farm. Despite a previous tumultuous episode with sheep farming, the 64-year-old has introduced a new flock to his farm after learning about Easy Care sheep and their advantages. Viewers of Clarkson's farm have seen firsthand how much the presenter has previously struggled with sheep farming, from failed attempts at keeping them in a barn, to dealing with their weeping sores and stillbirths. After the maintenance became too much, Jeremy eventually gave up and handed them over to a local shepherd, which came at a cost. "I vowed there and then that I'd never have sheep again," he penned in his column for the Sunday Times. "Especially as the whole enterprise had cost me money." However, last month, after noticing the high prices of lambs following his own £27 purchase, he decided to investigate the market. "I looked into the market, found that lamb prices are quite high at the moment and, much to Kaleb's disgust, immediately bought a new flock of my own," he disclosed. Given the chaos he experienced before, Jeremy was not surprised when Kaleb and his partner and co-star Lisa Hogan questioned his decision. Defending his purchase, however, Jeremy said after reading about Easy Care sheep, he believes the journey will be smoother this time around. Easy Care sheep are a breed primarily developed in the UK, designed to meet the needs of low-input farming. They are renowned for their low-maintenance traits, making them particularly appealing to farmers seeking to cut down on labor and costs associated with sheep farming. Jeremy has expressed that the idea of a fire-and-forget sheep appealed to him, especially as they cost no more than a normal sheep. About £155 a pop. So in I plunged. "Obviously, it's too early to say how they're shaping up, but the theory is sound," he further commented. "Because what Yolo Owen, our hero from Anglesey, did was ignore all the usual breeds and wonder what would happen if he did a bit of splicing here and there." Jeremy continued to explain that although there is a downside to mixing Easy Care sheep with cows in a field, he believes he has outsmarted Kaleb with the nugget of gold discovery. "I'm certain Kaleb doesn't know this. So when the sheep move on from their field and he puts the shorthorns in there, I can pull an incredulous face and wonder out loud how he can call himself a farmer if he didn't know that. It'll be my first ever farming win, he concluded. Rising star Kaleb Cooper has voiced his frustration and disappointment over a recent decision made by his former colleague, Jeremy Clarkson, regarding their shared farming project at Clarkson's farm in the Cotswolds. The much-loved young farmer, who became a breakout personality in the hit Amazon Prime series Clarkson's Farm, has admitted to feeling disgusted by the way things have unfolded on the farm, following what he described as a chaotic and at times contentious struggle. Kaleb Cooper, the 24-year-old farmer who became a household name after appearing alongside Jeremy Clarkson in the hit Amazon Prime series Clarkson's Farm, has revealed his deep disappointment with a decision made by Clarkson regarding the future of the farm. After months of what many described as a chaotic struggle to keep the farm running amid financial and operational challenges, Cooper has voiced his concerns and anger over the latest developments, expressing that he feels disgusted by how the situation has been handled. The beginning of their partnership. Jeremy Clarkson, best known for his role as a presenter on Top Gear and later the Grand Tour, made the bold decision in 2019 to take on farming after purchasing a 1,000-acre farm in the Cotswolds. While Clarkson's background is in television and motoring, he quickly became determined to succeed as a farmer, offering an inside look at the real-life difficulties of running a farm in the UK. His efforts, albeit often comedic, caught the attention of the public, and in 2020, the series Clarkson's Farm debuted on Amazon Prime. Kaleb Cooper, a local young farmer, was hired to assist Clarkson in navigating the many aspects of running the farm, from crop planting to livestock management. The pairing proved to be a winning combination, with Cooper's no-nonsense approach and deep knowledge of farming contrasting with Clarkson's often bumbling but determined attitude. The show quickly became a hit, with viewers enjoying the humorous dynamic between the two and the insights into the complexities of modern farming. However, behind the scenes, the relationship between Clarkson and Cooper has been more strained than what audiences saw on screen. Despite the chemistry that was evident in front of the cameras, their collaboration has not always been smooth sailing, and recent developments have pushed Cooper to speak out about his feelings. The chaotic struggle on the farm. In the second season of Clarkson's Farm, which premiered in February 2023, viewers saw the farm facing even greater financial and operational difficulties. Clarkson, despite his newfound love for the land, quickly realized that farming was not as simple as he had imagined. The financial pressures, coupled with Clarkson's lack of experience and at times misguided decisions, led to what many described as a chaotic struggle. Kaleb Cooper, whose expertise and hard work on the farm were key to keeping things running, was often forced to step in and correct Clarkson's mistakes. From battling poor crop yields to facing a severe drought that crippled the farm's harvest, it was clear that the show's lighthearted portrayal masked a much more challenging reality. Throughout the process, Cooper remained a steady hand, helping to manage the day-to-day operations while navigating the complexities of the farm's challenges. However, despite his vital contributions, tensions began to rise between Clarkson and Cooper. In one notable episode, Clarkson's decision to overhaul the farm's operations, without consulting Cooper or other experts, led to major setbacks, leaving the young farmer frustrated and struggling to salvage the situation. This decision marked the beginning of a more pronounced rift between the two. The decision that sparked the fallout. The breaking point came when Clarkson made a significant decision about the future of the farm without consulting Cooper, a move that left the young farmer both frustrated and disillusioned. According to sources close to the farm, Clarkson had been mulling over the idea of shifting the focus of the farm from traditional crop production to a more commercial venture, potentially opening the farm up for large-scale tourism or establishing luxury holiday cottages. While the idea of diversifying the farm's revenue streams was not inherently problematic, Cooper disagreed with the timing and approach. Having worked tirelessly to keep the farm afloat, Cooper felt that this decision was not only impractical but a betrayal of the hard work that had been put into the farm's original vision. "I was disgusted by the decision," Cooper confessed in a recent interview. "It wasn't just about the farm, it was about the trust we'd built. Jeremy had been talking about this plan for months, but I never agreed with it. It's a massive shift away from the direction we'd been working towards, and frankly, it felt like a slap in the face." Cooper also took issue with the lack of communication between the two. "Jeremy can be impulsive, and sometimes that works for him, but it doesn't work on a farm. We've got crops to grow, animals to look after, and a whole business to keep running. You can't just throw everything out the window and expect it to work," he added. Sources report that the decision was partly driven by Clarkson's desire to turn the farm into a more profitable operation, an ambition he has been open about in interviews. Clarkson has acknowledged that farming is a difficult industry, with low profit margins, and has looked for ways to expand the farm's appeal to a broader audience. Kaleb's frustration with the shift in focus. Kaleb Cooper's frustration grew as he saw the focus of the farm shift away from traditional farming methods towards commercial ventures that he believed would undermine the integrity of the farm. For Cooper, the farm was not just a business, it was a way of life, rooted in respect for the land and the work that goes into making a farm thrive. Jeremy doesn't always understand the emotional side of farming, Cooper explained. It's not just about making money or getting attention. It's about respect for the land, for the animals, and for the generations of farmers who've worked that soil. When you start making decisions for the wrong reasons, it becomes a game, and that's when it all starts to fall apart. His concerns were compounded by the way the decision was communicated. According to insiders, Clarkson had told Cooper about the new direction for the farm in a meeting, but the approach was seen as dismissive and not consultative. Cooper, who has always been candid and straightforward, felt that he was not being heard and that his input was being sidelined in favor of Clarkson's personal ambitions. "I've always said that I would stand by Jeremy, but this time, I just couldn't," Cooper admitted. "We were in this together from the beginning, and I thought we had each other's backs. But I felt completely left out of the conversation." The aftermath and Kaleb's next steps. The fallout from the decision has led Kaleb Cooper to reevaluate his future on the farm. While he has not explicitly stated that he will be leaving, sources close to the situation say that Cooper is considering his options. "I'm not sure what the future holds, but I'm definitely not just going to sit back and watch this go down in flames," Cooper said in a recent interview. The young farmer has already received offers from other farms and agricultural ventures, and many believe that Cooper may be looking to strike out on his own. Kaleb has built a name for himself, and he's not just Jeremy's sidekick anymore, said one insider. He's a capable, knowledgeable farmer in his own right, and he has a lot of opportunities. Despite the tensions, Clarkson and Cooper have not publicly stated that their working relationship is over. In fact, Clarkson has made public comments expressing his admiration for Cooper's skills and work ethic. However, many fans are wondering whether the duo's partnership will survive this latest rift. Moving forward, what's next for Clarkson's farm? As for Jeremy Clarkson, the future of the farm remains uncertain. The shift towards commercial ventures has already begun, but it remains to be seen whether this new direction will be successful or lead to further fallout. Clarkson has been vocal about his desire to make the farm profitable, but it is clear that not everyone involved shares his vision. For now, Clarkson's farm continues to be a fan favorite, with viewers eagerly awaiting the next season to see how the saga unfolds. Whether Clarkson and Cooper will reconcile or whether the farm's future will look drastically different remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: Kaleb Cooper's commitment to farming runs deep, and he is unlikely to compromise his principles in pursuit of fame or fortune.